It took about 10 minutes. That's what I thought for everything to reboot. Not bad, but it is acting up. It's time to do a service upgrade. Okay, let me do attendance. Um, let's share screen. It is 1:30. So we might as well get into our norms and get started. Okay, and okay, and then we want to get an Edsby. Shush. Okay, got that fixed. All right. Un momento, por favor. Oh, come on, y'all. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay, so we're gonna take attendance real quick. That's the only thing that threw me off, everybody. Trying to get back to our norms because we're gonna knock that out real quick.
Man, Jamari ain't been here so long. She probably don't remember the norms.
Wow.
Another
Jamari
person.
did not remember
I
them.
do remember them norms. I just been getting money. Watch out.
You hear that, Tyler? You been getting
Hey,
money.
hey, she said she get money. I ain't mad at that. Let me get this going so we can get started. And I know Courtney's ready to jump on in there. I heard his voice, so
No, I have
uh,
person
go ahead.
in the classroom are sacred.
Yes,
We
sir.
behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school,
What's
our
your family?
Academy of Southwest student always acts with integrity. We take pride in Southern Academy of Southwest.
Okay, Jamaria, can you do the 5 academic norms on the screen? Do you see it?
Yeah. We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post secondary endeavors.
Thank you, Miss Jones. Okay, so we gotta go back.
It's,
Huh?
it's hard to get on ASB on this computer. Like
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna put in the chat the assignment, and then
I can
what's
put
hard? What's hard about getting on there? What's wrong?
like the login wise.
You also you don't know your login, or you do?
I know my login. It's just like it don't go to the screen that we go to, like when we at school.
Oh, you don't know the actual site. Let me type that in for you.
Yeah.
So the actual site for Edsby is make sure everything's fixed. Okay, come out of here. Lord, come on, staff. They chatterboxes. Hello, Miss Smith.
It's CamelotEducation.sb.com.
That right, Courtney. Yeah, I was about to grab that, but yes, he is absolutely right. Let me put that in here for you. Oh, welcome, Eli. He made it.
Yo,
You outside, Eli?
nah.
Okay. I don't like it. Good Lord. Stop it. Just be blowing the phone up. Like talking to each other. All right, so that's the link you would use, Jamaria, to get to the link. It's what Courtney just said, though. Let me knock out the attendance real quick, and then we're gonna go through our regular announcements. Stop it. Uh,
What'd you say?
no, I'm saying let me take attendance real quick, Courtney, and we're gonna go through today's assignment together. This should be real easy for you, Courtney. We're going back to the Google Docs for a moment. In about 2 weeks, you're gonna be jumping into that kit. So this week and next week is just Google Docs and getting students normalized to how to do things. Smith is here. Jones is here. Okay, who else am I missing? Let me take a look here. Okay, Smith, I got her. It didn't save. Okay. All right, that's good enough. All right. So let's jump into today's assignment. Of course, GGI, everybody you should always try to attend GGI. You learn a lot about topics and life skills. Today was a great topic, like what Courtney and a lot of students had to say. I even gave you a few points, Courtney. That was a good statement. Keeping our area up to par, like the suburbs. That was pretty a good idea. So go to GGI and learn things. Okay. You saying something, Jamara?
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, okay, I thought I heard something. This PlayStation 5 thing and the Walmart gift cards. I think my understanding, I was told this will last until February 12th. So it's a few more days. Get the recommendations in or the referrals in so you could possibly get this and any other prize that they have to offer. All right, so take advantage of it. Let me come up to here every day around 4:30ish. I try to make sure all the videos of every recording that we've done is ready for review in Edsby. So definitely check Edsby if you can get in there and check the library section of Edsby to do the assignment. I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, to review the recordings. Okay, so objective. Can I get? Let me go down the list. Who hasn't had a chance to read? It looks like Eli, right? No, but Eli came in afterwards. So we'll go ahead, Eli. I'm gonna get Miss Smith next. The objective.
Objective.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they just turned off too. You talking about the class where it was on?
No, I was talking about the agenda. It says today's objective.
Oh, I gotta scroll over. I see it. Welcome to intro to engineer with robotics. Agenda. Today's objective. Student will be able to evaluate the connection between the electronic field and electric potential.
There you go. Electric. Yeah. There you go. All right. And can I get Miss Smith? Can you read the classroom term of the day and the word of the day?
Electric potential. How do you say that? Copious?
Copious.
Oh.
All right. She said, oh. Okay. So let's keep it moving. What we want to focus on next is let me come out of this. This is for another class. There we go. So we want to go to Edsby, and you want to be in period 4. This is your introduction to engineering with robotics. All right. So what we do is we come down here, and you'll notice there's an assignment there. So I'm put it in the chat, and I'm going to let Ms. Smith get a few more points by reading it. I got to do it in 2 parts, I think. So this is the first part.
It won't let me into Edsby.
Why not?
I'm not sure. I know it's Bulldogs 2020, right?
I don't know. Maybe I got to reset your password. But let her read it, and I'm going to have you read the second part, and I'll try to reset your password. Because this is the actual question from Edsby anyway. So, Ms. Smith, can you read that in the chat?
I thought you were talking about what's on the screen.
It's too small. Read it from the chat. I don't think you can see that.
Okay. Good morning, all aspiring electrical engineers. Complete the following questions below. So how you want me to read the stuff that's in the parentheses, or can I just read like?
Just say S, and then synchronous is the next one.
Asynchronous problems are done in class. Asynchronous problems are completed at home. Find the electric potential produced by a point charge of 8.18. I'll say that.
Coulombs.
I was talking about the numbers. Coulombs at a distance
times 10 to the negative 7. Sorry about that. You're right.
Coulombs at a distance of 5.89 meters.
Okay. So that's 15 points for her. And then I'm going to have Miss Jones, this is already in Edsby. I want you to read the second part for 15 points to the class so we know what we're doing. Uh-oh, we lost Eli. Oh, no. Hope he comes back. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so Ms. Jones, you see it?
The
2A.
2A, the elements potentials. Wait,
Potential.
Potentials 2.4 meters from a point charge Q is 3.7 times 10 to the power of 4 volts. What is the value of the Q? You will need to type the steps towards the answer in Google Docs and also download the PDF version to the upload. Um, oh my god, I forgot how to say this word.
So okay, which one you talking about? Upload it,
No, not uploaded
submit it.
upload / submit it to SB for grinding. Please show all steps of calculation towards all final answers in order to receive optimal wait
Optimal.
optimal credits on this assignment. Type safe out there and zone.
Zen. Stay safe out there in Zen. And that was assessment. You did pretty good. Now, I want to discuss how to do this assignment, and then later on, Jamaria, are you able to get into your Google Docs? Because we're going to need that, everybody.
Yeah, I'm into my Google Docs.
Awesome. All right, so resize your screen like mine's, everybody. All right, and open a tab, bring it over here, and open up your Google Docs. We're going to type up the report and the steps needed to finish this assignment. Okay, so take a moment, log into your Gmail if you haven't already, and you're going to click on your profile and make sure it's activated, right? And once you do that, you should see these 9 boxes up here, which is pretty much significant. Well, it's identifier for the Google Apps. So once you click on Google Apps here, you go to Docs. If you're on a phone or something, you got to download. That's why I tell you, don't use your phone in my class. It'll hurt. You're great. So if you're on a laptop, resize your screens, go to Docs, and open a blank document. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name our document. Double click on Untitled Document up here, and you name your document because a lot of people, when you don't name your document, it's hard to find your work. So make sure you name that document, because you go to your Google Drive and you have Untitled Document. You have 1,000 untitled documents, and then Quiz Day comes up, and you're like, now where are the notes to my quiz? How do I go ahead, Courtney?
Can I show how the document should look for some points?
How to what?
Can I show how your document should look for some points?
You already done, Courtney? Yeah, I guess. Let me he taking straight leadership today. I'm gonna turn the share feature on, Courtney. Way to go. I didn't know you was like
He just
on
wants all the points.
it. You might be right, Rush. I don't know. Let me stop sharing, Courtney. You at the floor. Let's see what happens. Let's see if you can show us how this is done. But see, Courtney's been in my class before, so he probably knows how this goes anyway. There you go. Okay. Courtney tried to do everything on the phone. Oh, he already got started. Dang. Courtney. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, everybody, that's what you're supposed to have. He's got the word of the day, the term of the day. He's got the questions. Yeah, way to go, Courtney. I'm going to have to give you 50 points in advance. Jeez. He beat me to the punch. I couldn't even explain everything. Courtney, dang, bro. Do you know how to do the problem, too? Goodness gracious, boy. I got to write down your points, Courtney. One second. Good job, man. It's just, wow. You a totally different person nowadays. He got that done quick. Dixon. You right, Rush. I think he won all the points.
Wait, so we gotta put the word of the day and stuff on our
Yeah. Courtney, can you? Well, I'll do it, Courtney. Never mind. You did enough, man. Just chill out for a second, Courtney, and wait for the notes to show up. All right. So here's what Courtney did, everybody. He's just showing off, but it's good. I like his leadership. So let me share my screen again. He actually got it all the way correct too. Do this. So take a look at what I'm doing, everybody. All right. Waiting for the screen to show. There we go. Okay, so here's what we're working with. You come up here and you're gonna name it "Do Now." This is the part that Courtney breezed past, and then the date is today, so it's the 8th. And do as I do. So you have all the points. I do take off points if your document is not even named right. So Courtney typed in his name. I'll type my name here. You type yours on your document. Next, you're going to type the date again. This is called your signature line. After that, you're going to need the period. All right. So let me slow down a little bit because I don't go too fast. I'm just trying to catch up to Courtney. So it's fourth period. And the name of your class is called Intro to Engineering with Robotics. Well, you ask me, do I got to type all that? Yes, you do, students. Yes, you do. All right. So the next thing Courtney put in there is the title. The title for today is What's the Electric Potential? If you notice in brackets here, I have electric potential in terms of voltage. That's your classroom term that you saw earlier. So I'm going to grab this. And then it's what's the electric potential? This is all in ESB right now. So if you don't have it, that's okay. Just type what I type. And you're going to center that. Make sure it goes in the middle of your document. So we're going to take this title, because that's what titles do. They go in the middle, right? So like that. Let me zoom in so you can see them more. So this is what I have so far. And this is what Courtney was did. Now, Courtney went a step further. He did the exit slip. So exit slip is, this is worth 25 points. Now, pay attention. You need the classroom, term of the day, and you also need the word of the day. So the word of the day was copious. We just reviewed that. And the term of the day was, I think, electric potential. Was it potential? I think it's potential. And it's in terms of voltage, right? So you don't get it confused. You need to put the definitions of both of those to get the 25 points. You can't just type that and give me that. You need the definitions of both of those. And you can do a Google search and find out what they are. Okay, so don't forget to put the definitions. Look them up. As I go through the problem, you're probably going to start understanding what the term is, but look it up, put the definitions in there. So when you're turning this report, you're able to get 25 additional points. All right, now the questions. You have a 1S, which means synchronous. You do it with me. And then you have a 2A, asynchronous. You do this on your own. Now, I got to admit to you guys and gals, if you don't practice these problems on your own, it's going to come back to haunt you on Friday's quizzes. So I'm going to do the problem with you, but don't get in the habit of just turning in that problem. Finish up the homework problem, which is very similar to the problem we did together. Okay. Come out of this. And come out of this. And we got to grab the two questions. So the first question is this one. All right. This was read to the class earlier. Expand this. Put that here. That's our first question. Second question. 2A. I'm going to copy it from EDSB. You could do the same if you feel like it. You don't feel like typing everything.
If we don't got ASB, how we go copy it? Ain't it
I got you. Relax, Jamari. I got you. Relax. I got it. I'll put it in the chat for you. You can copy from the chat, okay? I knew she was about to get on my case. So here's the two questions.
She's back.
Yeah, she is. She used to she used to get on my case every day of class. All right. So there's the two questions. Okay. Copy them, Jamaria, to your Google Doc. Now, when we do the timer, I'm gonna try to go in there and reset your clock, but I just don't want to lose no time on these problems.
Dang, can I get everything else first?
Oh, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about above that. I didn't get to
Okay. Let me slow down. All right. I'll scroll up. All right, you got that? So take a moment, everybody, and get that jotted down. Oh, Rush left. Okay, I thought another student left. It was Rush.
Or I can fall down.
Let me know when you're ready, and then we're gonna go through this problem because it's 1:50, and we got until 2:30, so we got 40 minutes to do this problem. Everybody should be typing up exactly what I've typed up so you can have it ready. Please do not cut corners. Do all steps. And Courtney, I thought you would have the notes because you had this problem before, I think. If I can just get y'all back to the point where y'all was doing the problems on y'all own from y'all notes, that'd be cool. Yeah, I would get up to the front of the class and do the problems. I remember those days. It's 272. All right. How's it coming, Jamaria?
I'm almost done.
Okay. I shouldn't eat that sandwich. I got the itis a little bit. Yeesh. That's not right. It's 7. That's what it is. 724. Found you, my friend. Yay. All right. So far, so good, everybody?
All right, well, I'm done with that part now. I'm going to copy and paste that. The one
Okay.
questions.
So grab the first question and then put the other one in. But let's go through the steps to do this problem. Okay. So you need some initial notes to tackle this problem. Normally, I would go through the simulation. We gotta get our notes in order. So when we do our asynchronous day, we just watch a simulation of how it works, discuss it, and then use that time to catch up on any work you might have done. So what do? Well, the first thing you need to know is we're dealing with the definition of electric potential. So this is electric potential. And yes, I'll put the notes in the chat. Just let me finish them up first. Electric potential for a point charge. Okay. So center that because all your notes should be centered as a reference point. And that definition is basically electric potential is equal to K, which is a constant, right? Parentheses around that, multiplied by a fraction that has charge divided by distance. All right. So we have to rewrite that in terms of its measurements. Like, what is it measured in? If I asked Miss Smith, how much does she weigh? She's going to tell me some number in pounds. That is a measurement or a dimension. So let's go through it. When you're talking about electric potential, is measured in volts. Okay. So that's going to be volts here for electric potential. And I'm going to try to put the terms right underneath what they mean for the measurements. This is equal to, what else we got there? We got K, and K is measured. It's a long one, so pay attention to this one. Newtons, as in Sir Isaac, right? Newton meter, and it's going to be squared. So I got to put a 2 there and raise it to the power of 2. So I'll put the 2, highlight the 2, go to format, text, and superscript. Okay, got to turn it off once I do that. And yes, you have to do it the same way I did it. I'm gonna put the notes in there. Say what, sir?
Can you remind me how to do that again with the exponent?
Yes. So you highlight what you want. First, put 2, right?
Right.
You go to format, text, and come to superscript.
And then when I got to turn it off.
Yes, you got to go back and do the same steps. Just come over one, turn it off, because it'll write everything in superscript and you can get frustrated. Okay, so got that out the way. I got to turn it back off. It's still up there. So text, superscript, turn it off. There we go. And it's not parentheses, it's divided by. And go ahead, you got your hand up, Courtney? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say you still gonna be doing the videos, right?
The
No,
video of what?
of the class.
Oh, you mean the recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm recording now. It's going to be available later on today. Yep. If that answers your question. Where was that? Okay, so the next part is this is measured in coulombs as well. And we're going to, it's going to be squared. So I got to put a 2 there. Text superscript. And I got to turn it off, right? And close parentheses. So that is what K is measured in. Next, we have the fraction here, right? So I'm going to put multiply by what? Well, charge is measured in coulombs. And it's going to be divided by what we have on the bottom, which is a distance of meters. Okay. So now that we got that, we can say what it looks like mathematically. Now pay attention to how I write this because you got to do the same thing. Now, the mathematical version is simply V is equal for volts to K, and K is multiplied by parentheses. What do we have there? We have charge, which is coulombs. So you put C. Let's see, I'm sorry, Q, lowercase q like that, and divided by R for radius. And that radius is measured in meters always. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. Next step is your known and unknown values. And I'm gonna slow down here and put these notes that I just did in the chat so you guys can recreate it on your notes. So unknown. Let me grab this for you. Copy. Come over here to the chat. Put that there. Okay, so that's the first set of notes you need, but you got to make sure everything's centered and all of your exponents are exponents and it's done the same way as my screen, okay? Anyway, let's come down here and try to finish this off. So I'm gonna come down here and we have known and unknown values. Okay, yes, I know I'm presenting everybody. Go away. You're messing up my screen. Anyway, so what do we know about the problem? Let's start with what they gave us. It says electric potential produced by a point charge of 8.8118 times 10 to the negative 7, and it's coulombs. So hint, hint, it's coulombs, right? Coulombs is charge, Q. So we can say Q is equal to, not big Q, little q. It's always doing what it want to do. Q is equal to, we said 8.818 times 10. And I'm not going to use a little caret. I'm going to raise it because we know how to do exponents. So it's going to be minus 7. Shush you. And come over here and raise it to the power. So I'm going to take this negative 7 and raise it to an exponent. Go. Looks a lot better. I got to turn it off. And again, it's better if everybody's doing this with me because you don't want to be trying to do this at 8 o'clock tonight when it's due. That's coulombs, right? What else did the problem give us? A distance. And
Hey,
we
you
said,
do that kudos thing again.
what's that again?
That kudos thing again to make the thing small. You go to formal, right?
So you're trying to make it an exponent, right?
Yeah, small.
The format here, you see what I'm pointing at?
Yeah, format.
Text
Mm-hmm.
and superscript. You got to highlight what you want first before you do that.
All right.
Okay, cool. So come down one and R, lowercase r, remember I told you what the mathematical equation is. I'm just picking the problem apart based upon what they gave us. And they said distance in meters. That gives you a clue of what you have. So the only thing in here that has meters by itself is this R part right here. So R is equal to, what is it, 5.89 meters? Okay. You also have another value known as K, and it's a constant.
If you have distance.
Okay, little dude. Oh, okay. Baby talking. So that's going to be 8.8118 0.99, and it's going to be what? Times 10. This is a value that's just in your book already. So you just use this. If you see this problem, remember K is going to stay K no matter what. So this is 8.99 times 10, and we got to raise it to the 9th power. So we're going to write 9 and do the same thing we did before, right? Come here to format. After you highlight that 9 and raise it to a power, I'm going to press the arrow key over once to unselect it and turn it off. And this is going to be what we talked about earlier. It's measured in, I got it right here for you all. It's Newton meter square Coulomb square. We just talked about that earlier. And that's what K is measured in. All right, so what's unknown here? What is the problem asking you for? Let's scroll up. It says, what's the electric potential? This problem was super easy because you just had to find V. Right? So let's use it. So V in our equation is equal to some number measured in volts. We're almost at the finish line, everybody, with this problem, And then I'm going to give you some time to jot everything down so you can start asking me questions about the homework problem, I guess. Okay, so now that we have that, what's your strategy? Strategy.
Homework now.
Yeah, CPS, sweetheart, they did that to y'all, not me. Asynchronous work. That's what they call it. Because y'all at home. So you get homework. I was like, wow, that's deep. So what was I doing? The next part is, oh, okay. It's all right, brother. It's all right. Yeah, family members contacting me now. So strategy. Solve for the voltage using the equation above. And Jamara, it's not hard. It's a similar problem. So I didn't make it something extravagant. You just want to have you practice the problems. I try to make everything
like that. I don't even know how we did this problem, but okay.
I just showed you how. Me and you.
We gotta have the calculator or something at the crib or something. Like,
calculator? What do you mean?
What I have to have for this problem? Let me know something.
I just gave you the notes. So these are the initial notes, right? I put it in the chat. This is the first part. Here's the second part of notes. So I'll put that in the chat for you.
I'm still lost. So you just solved the problem first, right?
Yes, this is called the I do. I do the problem with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not getting how you solve the problem. That's what I'm saying.
Right, because you don't have a book in your hand, but I'm giving you the exact notes to do the problem.
All right. So what do I need a calculator or something? That's what I'm asking.
Well, no. The calculator we're going to use after we set it up. So not yet. We could use a calculator online to do that. If you don't have a calculator.
This is how we set it up, basically, and doing
like we did in class.
Okay, you
know how to do this. I've seen you do this. No, you a little frustrated. That's all. So same setup. You write your notes down, and when you get a similar problem, you use the same strategy. So what was that? Strategy. Solve for the voltage. The voltage is V right here. In case you guys didn't know. So we're gonna do it. And I remember, like I always teach my classes, you have your known section. I got all these from the problem above. Unknown is what the problem is asking you. Okay. Excuse me. So now let me come down here and we're going to solve for voltage. So I'm going to take this equation. Like I said, use the equation above, and I gave you the equation in the notes. You always know what your notes are with my class, and I want you to do the same thing so you don't get confused. Put your notes in the center of the document. Everything else, you can right a line. Left line. But put your notes in the center so you know. And the equation we're going to use is this one right here. The one I gave you. It'd be easier if you had the book, because I remember you, Jamara, you'll find it quicker than most of the students, but you don't have a book. So, all right, so let's go through the steps. We're just plugging and playing now. That's why we did our known and unknowns, so we can start plugging the values into the equation. So first thing is first, let's rewrite the equation. What is K equal to? Well, if you look above, I already wrote it out for you. K is that number, right? So let's grab it from here. Please, please set your stuff up the same way as mine so you get maximum credit. Okay, so that's K. What about Q? We got Q up there too. We defined that. That's why we set up our known unknowns all the time. All right, what's next? R. R is right there. Grab that. And I'm just, and the easiest part when you do your known and unknown values like I've done, you're able to just copy them over and put them straight into the, the system. So you can plug and chug and calculate. R is simply a value. All right, moving on. There's some things that's going to cross out. And yes, I'm going to put this all in the chat. I hope you guys got the rest of the stuff that I put in the chat because you got to use that to put your whole document together. So we're going to take this and come down one. And some things cross out here. First things first. We got a Newton meter squared and coulombs. I'm not sure if you're aware, but inside of a Newton, you have what is called mass, which is measured in, because Newton is a force, right? So you have mass and you also have an acceleration. Inside acceleration is a meter squared. So what crosses out, just to make it easier, because when I do this, it confuses students. Corey, did you have a question or something, or you just didn't lower your hand? I just looked over and saw that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and lower his hand. I'm going to go ahead and lower his hand because I guess he didn't mean to do that or something. So some things cross out here. And what's left over after you do this conversion process is volts. So what crosses out is this, and I hope you're paying attention. Newton meters squared and coulombs, they're all gone. Because you got coulombs on the bottom too, and it just drops down. So let's cross that out. Come here, you. And you're going to ask me, how do I cross it out, Tyler? Yes, you have to cross it out. Highlight what you need. Come up to format. Because when I put it in the chat, it's not going to cross it out for you guys. Format. And strike through. And then the next one is, of course, you got these values. So coulombs are gone. Because remember, the coulombs will cancel the coulombs up here. So format. Strike that out. And then don't forget to strike out your meters. What comes out of all that is just volts in the end. All right. Now, I don't want to get too advanced because I've done this last year with students and that just confuses them. So I'm just going to show you what ends up happening when you cross out the dimensions correctly. So have these notes, right? So after all that, we're going to rewrite it and you're going to see the equation get even smaller. So what happens? Well, we get rid of the meters part here, right? Get rid of the coulombs. Get rid of all this jazz. And then the final part is just calculating all of this together. So let's do that. Take this and come down one. And we're looking for a final answer, right? So let's grab a tool. I'm hoping it's working correctly today because it wasn't the other day. It's called Math Papa. So Math Papa.
Well, can you put it in the chat first so I can at least get that in?
Oh, you talking about the notes?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Let's grab all this. Remember, you still got to, raise your exponents and cross out the right terms. Be careful. Don't copy and paste to your document without editing your document correctly. So Here you go. So there you go for everybody. Notice that the chat does not cross out things like me or set up your exponents correctly. So do that like I did it. You can copy it over, but you got to edit it. Now, the other link you're going to use in case you have a calculator, and this is where Jamari was asking you about, how do I do it? That's why I want to hurry up and get your kit going because you got a calculator on there. That's powerful. And copy this, and you can use this to calculate things in the class until you get used to using your kit. And that's your Raspberry Pi kit. It's a little mini computer, but it does a lot. All right, so where are we at? We're going to type this into Math Papa and allow it to calculate our final answer for this first problem. So what does our first problem look like? Well, if we come here, let's type it in slowly. So I'm going to say parentheses. I want to do this like correctly. Yeah, use parentheses to group things, right? Parentheses 8.99. Take your time and do it if you want to check my work. Times 10. We're going to hold shift and press 6 to raise it to a power. And then 9. Close parentheses. Multiplied by, open some parentheses. It is going to be what? Well, that's 8. Let's hit the division sign first. There's a division process that happens there, right? So division, and it gives me a fraction now. So it's 8.18 times 10. Hold shift, press 6. It'll raise to a power for you. Negative 7. The arrow key over, I'm going to press it down for the denominator. And what goes on the bottom? I think that was, let's take a look, 5.89, right? So
Yeah,
come
so
over.
we copy that last little part and put it in the calculator and see what it give us.
Right. Well, you got to copy all those steps, Jamar. You got to have all the steps. But yeah, that last part is what you put in the calculator.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Just the last part, put in the calculator. I copied all the
Right.
steps, but
No, I just didn't want. Okay, yeah, I just didn't want you to lose no points. But yeah, that last part is the final calculation. That's what I'm telling you. Hold on, we don't get to the calculator. She used to grab calculators from up front in the class. You got an online calculator right here. So type it the way I typed it here on the screen, and hit calculate, and it'll give you the answer. And that happens to be in decimal value. Let me come over here. I think that's 1,248.53. If I can see that right. Okay, so let's come over here. We have a final answer of, it was 1,248.53 volts. Whew, somebody got shocked if they touched that point charge. All right, so 2A is a problem that I want you to try out on your own tonight. All you have to do is a little bit of algebra and get Q by itself. If you get stuck on that, tomorrow we'll talk about how to do it. So maybe I should start you off with the algebra, because maybe some of y'all, do y'all want me to start you off with the algebra real quick, or you want to give it a try?
so we do 2A on our own.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do you want me to show you the algebra part, or you got it?
Yeah, you can show us.
Okay, all right. So basically, you take the same equation, because it uses the same equation, this one right here, from your notes. Copy that. And this is the final answer for that first in-class problem we did together, everybody. So I'm going to take this equation here and move it over. And it says our strategy here is solve for Q. Well, how do we do that? Well, use some old school algebra, right? So I should say solve for Q using algebra. You'll know. All right, move you back over. So how do I do that? Well, let's start with the K on the outside of the parentheses. That simply means that it's going to be, since it's K times a fraction, you got to do the opposite. So the opposite of multiplication is division. Put some parentheses around this. Come over here, and we're going to divide everything by what we don't want next to that fraction, and that's K. Put in red what's changed in this next step. So this was a change, and this was a change. But as we say in algebra all the time, everybody, what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So I got to come over here and basically take this K, because we divided by K on this side of the equation. You can divide by K over here as well. So we got to rewrite now. And bring it down 1. Lord help me. 1 second. This is, hold on, Mr. Rush, give me a moment. This is Jalen's mom. I'm sorry, everybody. She is so forceful. What was I saying? That was for that software engineering program for a student, so they can make them some money over the summer. Now, where was I at? So we crossed out the k's because they cross each other out. Like k divided by k is 1. So the new equation is voltage divided by k, because remember we divided k on both sides, right? Is equal to the q for charge divided by r. So now that we have that, the next step, of course, is to get q by itself. And you got one more step after that. That's why I wanted to go through the algebra with you in case people didn't remember how to do the algebra. So that's going to simply be what? Oh, remember, we want q. So q is being divided by r. The reverse of division is multiplication. So I'm just simply come over here and make a change. And that change will be multiplied by r, because r is already being divided. It's going to cross out r in the bottom. And what you do to one side, don't forget, come over and do to the other. So in this situation, you're going to have this monster. Make sure you see the changes correctly. And don't forget that you'll have it being multiplied by r. So let's rewrite it because some things cross out. And yes, I will put this in the chat so you can use it on your homework problem. So r crosses out. The r divided by r is 1. So I'm going to strike that out. And don't forget that parenthesis right there is gone. So now I can rewrite the whole equation. And that'll be simply r. I'm sorry, yeah, no, q, not r. Q, look, it striked out and I didn't want it to, is equal to all of this jazz. And I'll fix that in a minute. So let's grab this. And boom. So I'll come over here, take that strike through stuff off. So you got to turn it off, it'll keep doing it. I wanted you to turn off, not turn on. Ah, that's better. So that is how you get K. Now you need to set up your known and unknown values, right, to solve the final answer. So let me do that quickly so you'll know, because we got about, we got only 10 minutes of class left. And I didn't say my objective one more time. So known values. Unknown.
So that's part of the known values.
Well, this is like how you do the algebra part,
Oh, okay.
right? To get Q by itself, right? So it says solve for Q here. So it says you have electric potential of 2.4 meters. That's R, right? So let me write R equals 2.4 meters. And then come up here. We have a point charge of Q. That's Q. It tells you this Q is very obvious. Is 3.7 times 10 to the 4 volts. So they're asking what Q is, but this says volts, so don't get confused. It says it has a charge, but it's a voltage value they gave you. So it's 3.7. We're going to say V is equal to, and that is 3.7 times 10. And we raise that to the power of 4. Yeah. So I can put 4 there and raise it. And that's in volts. Okay. Don't forget Q. You not Q, but K. We got K early. Remember I told you K doesn't change. So you take that from here, from your original problem that was given. And we're going to put that right here. What's unknown? Well, we solved for it. We did algebra on it, right? That is Q. Some number in coulombs. All right, so I'm going to put the notes up here on the screen so you can see them. And then I want to review our, and this is for the homework problem, so don't get confused where this goes. So problem 2A, got this situation here, right? So that's your first set of notes for that. Make sure you set it up correctly so you don't get confused. Your known and unknowns are jumbled in the chat. That's why I'm not using the chat. Now the algebra steps are right here. And your final step is to just put the numbers in and calculate it tonight. So I did a lot of work for you. I didn't want nobody being too confused. But moving forward, we gotta get in the habit of practicing these problems. All right. So when I put it in there, you still gotta cross out the right things. So take a moment and copy it over, review the video, and make sure you edit everything correctly. But I gotta get to this objective because we only got 7 minutes of class left. Man, time flies. I thought I had more time. So objective, what did we cover today? Come here and blow this up. And let's see, who can I get? Eli, you there? Oh. Nope. What about some people left early, I see. It's gonna hurt. So Jamari, can you read no, Michaela, can you read it?
I'll go.
Oh, go ahead, Jamari.
Today, objective students will be able to elevate the connections between the electrical field and the electrical how you say that word again?
Potential. Awesome. And it's Michaela, right? I think I said her name wrong.
And then
Yeah.
You said what, Miss Smith?
Yeah, you said it wrong. It's Macabre.
I'm sorry about that. Okay. So anyway, we're at the end of class, really. It's 2:24. I want you to use this time to set your notes up, review the video, make sure it's edited the same way as my document, and turn it into Edsby, okay? Now, Michaela and Eli, you're free to go. Jamari, stick around because I want to try to fix your Edsby account, okay?
I am.
Okay, let me get into Edsby real quick. Where is her name at? I gotta remember that's Michaela. I get better with these names. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Well, can you put that other screen back up for me, please?
Yeah. While I'm doing this, you can definitely check that out. Can you see it?
Yeah, I need that.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to work on your Edsby account real quick.
I need that little last part too of the other.
Right here.
Nah, the first one.
You wanna go up some more?
Yeah, that last part.
Okay. Tell me when you want to change it. I'm trying to get into your name. Jamaria. There she is. Okay. Now go to. Oh, you're a senior. Okay. All right. Glad when you walk across the stage, young lady. All right. So you know your login is.
I just want to get out your class. It's your class.
You said what?
It's your class that's boring.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So it's jamaria.jones.southwest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to reset your password real quick.
Can you go down some?
Mm-hmm. Scroll down. You said scroll down to what? This?
Look, no. I got that.
Okay. So down here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and Jamari, I want you to try 21 instead of 20. So Bulldogs with a capital B and 2021. Let me know if it works. Yeah, let me know if it works for you. And we're gonna work on your kit tomorrow.
All right.
Just want you to have time to focus on the assignment.
You said Bulldogs 2021?
Yes, ma'am. Did you do a capital B?
Hold on. Explanation point.
No, just 2021. Any luck?
Yeah, it let me in there now.
Awesome. Okay. Make sure you save your stuff. Okay, so you have everything you need because class is pretty much over, dear. I'm glad you're back, though.
Hold on, no. I need to finish getting this last little part, then I'm done.
Okay. Okay, well, just let me know when you're done.
Do I gotta highlight this stuff or no?
What do you mean highlight?
These parentheses and stuff.
You
Like,
mean like change colors and stuff?
yeah.
No, I just need you to cross it out or strike through everything. Not...
Oh, okay. That's all you have to say. Get out your classroom.
Oh, Lord, girl. Okay. She said, oh, okay.
And then we just send it to ASB, copy it.
Well, you make, okay, so you go to file, right? You
I
make
know.
a P,
Yeah.
huh? So you
Yeah.
file, download as a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
And once it downloads, you put that in as the end of the day's assignment.
All
That's it.
right. When I'm done finishing my assignment.
Yes, ma'am.
All
All
right.
right, so I'll see you in class tomorrow. Stay warm.
All right, I got you.
Okay, take care. Eli, are you there? Mr. Curtis. He stepped away. All right. So let me set this down. I gotta get ready for prep and collaboration logs and phone calls. So Eli, if you hear me, I'm about to shut the class down. You should be getting to your next period class, sir.
All right.
All right, man. See you tomorrow. Okay.